HOA Karen's story. She tried to marry me for my money, but I exposed her at the wedding. It all started a year after my divorce, when I moved into a quiet suburban neighborhood run by one of the most notorious HOA boards you could imagine. The type where everyone knows everyone's business and gossip travels faster than Wi-Fi. That's where I met her, Karen. She was the self-proclaimed queen of the HOA, always dressed up like she was attending a press conference and always talking about standards and community image. She acted like she owned the neighborhood, but I didn't care much until she started showing interest in me. At first, Karen seemed nice. She brought over cookies, offered to help with yard work, even invited me to HOA meetings. She'd always laugh at my jokes, compliment my car, and subtly bring up how lonely she'd been since her last relationship ended. I wasn't looking for love, but she was persistent, and honestly, I started to enjoy her company. She had a charm about her, or so I thought. Months went by, and we started dating. She made everything seem perfect. Romantic dinners, little gifts, and constant attention. My friends joked that I was living the dream, but there was always something off. Every time I mentioned work or money, her eyes would light up like Christmas lights. She'd ask casual questions like, "So, how much does your business make again?" Or, "What kind of inheritance did your parents leave you?" I brushed it off as curiosity, but deep down, something felt wrong. Then one day, I overheard her on the phone. She didn't know I was standing outside the room when she said, "Once we're married, it's all mine. He won't even see it coming." My heart dropped. I recorded the last few seconds of that call on my phone, just enough to hear her say, "I'm going to take his everything after marriage." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I acted normal, kept smiling, planning the wedding, going along with everything. Because now I had a plan. The day of the wedding came. It was beautiful. White flowers, soft music, and a crowd full of smiling faces. Karen looked like the happiest woman alive, and she had no idea what was coming. The ceremony began, and when the officiant asked if anyone objected to the marriage, I raised my hand. The crowd gasped. Karen's smile froze instantly. I pulled out my phone, connected it to the speaker system, and played the voice message loud enough for everyone to hear. "Once we're married, it's all mine. He won't even see it coming. I'm going to take his everything after marriage." The room went silent. Her face turned pale, and she tried to stutter something about a misunderstanding, but it was too late. The guests were in shock, her friends started whispering, and her own mother walked out of the hall in embarrassment. I looked her straight in the eyes and said, "Karen, I'm not your meal ticket. I'm your lesson." Then I handed the officiant the microphone, thanked everyone for coming, and walked out. The next few days were wild. The AOA gossip mill exploded. Karen tried to play the victim, saying I set her up, but nobody believed her. Eventually, she stopped showing up at meetings, put her house up for sale, and left the neighborhood for good. As for me, I learned my lesson. Sometimes the people who act the sweetest are the ones with the sharpest face. But exposing her in front of everyone was worth every second. The look on her face when she realized her game was over? Priceless. And now, every time someone in the HOA mentions Karen, they call her the gold digger who got caught at the altar. I guess that's one HOA meeting I'll never forget.